starting back in January of 2021. My 18-month-old at the time, Lincoln, he had started not really acting like himself. He was usually pretty independent, and we took him to the doctor, and they find what appears to be a large mass on the back of his tongue.
And they said, hey, just want to let you know it potentially could be cancer. Perfectly healthy boy, was playing, laughing earlier that day. Now you are in the battle of your life.
He was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma. It is a type of muscle or tissue type of cancer.
You ask the doctor, what do we do now? And, well, we need to get him on chemotherapy immediately and start treating this.
It doubled in size in 2 weeks. So the thing that was supposed to be most effective has become least effective, and it was described as trying to stop a freight train.
And the poor kid, it got so big that the sides of his mouth started to split. He just looked miserable. At that point is when we had to make the decision of, okay, we have to potentially entertain the idea of surgically removing this tumor.
We're faced with just like this impossible decision where nothing is a good option. It's not going to be curative because you still have cancer spreading, but he can definitely die during this surgery.
I had a lot of anger, hate, and disbelief of, Lord, why are you letting this happen to me? Why is this happening to my son?
And I remember that night before the surgery, I told God I was angry with him and that I hated him. And I woke up that next morning and I was like, I don't mean any of those. I hate the feelings that I have right now. And I hate this situation. And I felt like a failure as a mom, that I couldn't stop all these things, that I couldn't control anything. And I was doing everything I could, even though it wasn't doing anything.
At the time where it looked the most grim, the most hopeless, is when spiritually my wife and I turned a corner.
The church was so phenomenal coming in. They prayed with us. We cried a lot. I felt like God gave me the peace for that day. Really, truly peace beyond understanding, because I was sending my child into a surgery he might not live through. And I was anxious, but I was also calm.
God answered our prayer. The mass was removed. But they told us there's a good chance this highly aggressive cancer would return. Lincoln's fight wasn't over.
One morning after his surgery, when he was recovering in ICU, I knew we were gonna get more scans on his lungs. We're driving up there to the hospital, and I just feel just this peace going into it. Even though I know you're going to get bad news, why are you so peaceful? Why do things feel almost happy? It was almost like a cloud was lifted. When they repeated his scans on his lungs, there was nothing there. It's almost like the cancer had mysteriously disappeared.
A name that they gave him at the hospital, they call him the miracle baby. You know, it really opened up not just our eyes, but I think a lot of providers' eyes, that there's something else at work here beyond what we're able to do medically.
Now it's time we get to say, pack your bags, get out the door, you don't get chemo anymore.
Lincoln is now living the life we briefly thought might not be possible. He's smiling, laughing, and playing like a normal little boy. And it was such a blessing for us to be able to dedicate him to the Lord at church. His life and story is truly bringing glory to the man of miracles every day.
Jesus truly is the man of miracles, and I'm holding one of those miracles right now.